everyone, welcome to another episode of RedoQ Unplugged. And today we have a very beautiful lady with us. Bilkes Perveen. Welcome to the show, Bilkes.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to have her here. And let me just give you an introduction of who Bilkes is. Well, she has like a very long title because she is a sports, fashion, and lifestyle influencer. She's also a model, and she now runs a grooming academy where she trains for image coach and also she trains to walk on the ramp. And she's also an entrepreneur, and I have gotten a little bit of hint that she might also be on the big screen. Is it true? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Let's just dig right into it. Welcome to the show, Bilkes.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the wonderful introduction, Waseka.
Yeah, I think that was short enough for you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let's start with something where we dig into the past. I know that you have been in corporate before stepping into the world of entrepreneurship and fashion. So, what made you to come to this? What made you quit corporate?
So let's say that this was the calling, or I was working smoothly for over a decade for a corporate, a very well-renowned corporate, at a very good position, and suddenly one fine day I just felt, maybe something I'll do a little different, a little offbeat. With the support of my husband and family, I just participated in a fashion show. And surprisingly, I was not one of the winners in the fashion show, but yes, a promising candidate. So hence the push came, and then I thought, let me work on myself. Done enough earning money. So let me earn name fame and work on myself. And here I am after 6 years.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Do you think corporate in any way has actually helped you in the journey of when you stepped inside fashion?
Oh, amazingly. I mean, if I may say, that was my foundation. People say school, college, so definitely because of the convent education, this is why my communication is. But how to deal with different stakeholders, if we talk in corporate language, stakeholders. So we meet so many people in our daily lives, and communication, managing people, which you call PR, public relation, is very important in the field.
So tell us your journey about how you thought that you can step into the world of influencers. I know you're like a great influencer and people look up to you in West Bengal. What made you think that, okay, I'm in modeling, I'm in fashion, but now it's time and I want to be an influencer?
So as I said, this was my calling maybe, and trust me, when I started, this influencer thing was not that much way back in 2019. So maximum it was pageantry and modeling. That's what it was. Again, coming back to the corporate field, we used to, design our work, what we need to achieve every month or every 6 months or every 1 year. So I made a 5-year plan for myself.
Right.
That every 6 months or every 1 year, this is what I need to do. So after my fashion show, I first, decided that I would groom myself. Level up both in, physical appearance as well as communication. I still consider myself that I am a part of the big industry. Influence industry is just not about looks. It's about how you connect to people.
Absolutely.
How you talk to people and how you portray your work.
People are also in that segment of they are creating content, but they do not really know how to find their niche, or can they actually be an influencer? What's the difference of people just making content and people taking content in a manner that will make money for them?
Different people have different perspectives, different strengths, different weaknesses. So if I say that, you should look good and then only you can become a good influencer, I would be wrong, because there could be someone who doesn't look good, looks average, but speaks amazingly well. That person needs to identify what you are good at, which people are overlapping these days.
Okay.
So that can take an entire podcast explaining what is an influencer and what is a content creator. Content creation and influencer marketing are two different things.
If you can just explain us
As per me, I would say an influencer can be content creator, but all content creators cannot be influencers.
Right.
So by the word influencer, that you have some influence in the market. I'm not saying you are a big name or big fame, but there could be people who just look upon you, look up to you, and like the way you dress, like the way you talk, and when you endorse something about a product or a brand, and they just simply love it.
Mm.
But when it comes about content creation, it's about how you portray the content, like the product. It's
Hmm.
nothing about you. It's the scripting, the storylining, the shooting. So it's the product is the emphasis, not the person. But in
Right.
influencer, the product also needs to be is very personalized. So
Right.
an influencer when promotes a brand, this is again up. It's on. This is my perception.
Well, you are talking about, endorsing products and endorsing brands. When you are picking up a brand or a product, what are the few things that you keep in mind? Also, just to club it together, uh, is there any ethical things or guidelines that you keep for yourself that, okay, so and so are the things that I'll keep in mind while endorsing a brand or a product?
First of all, which I personally feel, I do not go with the crowd.
Right.
So I will do maybe 4 endorsing in a month or 1 endorsing in the month, but that needs to be exclusive.
Right.
So that I do not become any Tom, Dick, and Harry in the crowd.
Got it.
First is that. Second, definitely I would see that is that product or me endorsing or even making a video might create any kind of controversy. Something related directly to health or medicine, which I do not know can alter health positions.
Right.
So I would not like to endorse something which I do not know.
Exactly.
But something which is a very like a fashion or a lifestyle product, a makeup or a dress, which will not have any adverse effect on somebody. I would want to go with that.
And another thing, you have been mentoring students quite a lot. You're grooming people. People usually get lost when they are starting out. Like, I do not know where to start it from, right? So, what is the point A for a person that you think? What do you tell the students when they are just starting out their journey?
So you need to try multiple things and then identify which area you fit in. So, for example, I started my academy in 2019. I didn't know that time that I myself could become a face and a model and an entrepreneur and an influencer. So, all I taught my students was be the best version of yourself. Identify what's your strength.
Right.
Simplest of example, a girl who wants to become a model, but it's 5 feet. She's just 5 feet, like my height. It's not that you cannot become a model. There are options like print modeling. There are options like video shoots where the height is not the criteria.
Right.
Somebody who can speak amazingly well, as the grooming academy is just not about modeling. It's like a finishing school. So we always suggest them work on your communication skills. You can become a good MC. You can become a good anchor. So you have to give yourself time, try different things. So today when you said about my introduction, started with an influencer, MC, model. Trust me, I have tried everything and I know कि किस field में कहाँ तक हम कर सकते हैं. And it takes time, it takes patience. People lose patience and they quit.
Right.
Or take shortcuts. There are no shortcuts.
Talk about your failure. Since you have said that you have tried a lot, there must be times when you must have also thought that I'm failing in this. Talk about where have you failed and what did not make you quit.
So I did not quit is the biggest proof that I do not believe in failures.
Mm-mm.
So I take that as learnings.
Right.
So whatever I have done, if I have faced an issue or challenge, I have learned from it and I have opted something else or maybe, consulted someone else and taken a different direction. Example, the grooming academy when I started. So I was mentoring people, but suddenly one fine day I started receiving calls that why don't you shoot for us?
Right.
So that doesn't mean I failed as a mentor.
Yeah.
That my students weren't able to do or I'm getting calls. But what I learned I can do the work myself as well as teach my students. So that's how I started doing something else. So talking failure, I would say that the more you think about failures, you become a big failure yourself. Take it as learnings and just go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good message because until and unless you do not see your dipping points, you'll not know and you'll not learn. So it's good if you fall down, then you'd understand how to stand up. Otherwise, you'd always sit in your comfort zone. Let's end the segment rather with understanding, what are your future plans?
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, just let us know. Like, I know you're doing a lot of things. You are wearing too many hats. Getting an appointment with you and sitting here and talking to you was like a long thing that
A
we have.
year?
Yeah, we've
Since
been
the
planning this.
time
Yeah.
podcast started?
Yeah, I know, right? So it's been a long time. So I know you keep quite busy, and then your schedule is very packed. And the schedule would definitely be packed if you have like a long plan ahead. So what is your plan ahead? What are you trying to do? Where will we see Bilkes Perveen in next 1 or 2 years?
First of all, I cross the bridge when it comes. That's one thing. So I don't believe in planning too much of ahead, because
Mm-mm.
then you only focus on that and you miss out on the small opportunities which might turn into big.
Hmm.
So you have to keep an open eye and open mind to
Right.
the small opportunities which are coming. And yes, I'm looking forward myself to become maybe a better human being, definitely. A better orator, a better mentor, a good influencer, a better influencer.
I think this has been one of the best episodes that I have shot so far, and I like talking to women who are so optimistic about life and have actually seen so much, tried and tested things, and have come such a long way. So you're definitely an inspiration, influencer in real life for me.
Thank you.
So yeah, lovely talking to you, Bilkis. I hope we have much more conversations coming in for the future.
I was expecting more questions from Waseka.
Really?
Really?
We can go ahead.
Oh
if you want.
no! I think it was great talking to you, Waseka. Apart from being a good friend, it's always a pleasure to come in front of the camera and spread the message and share your journey.
Right.
So thank you so much for having me over.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today, talking and not sipping the cup of tea that we have, but
Oh, we'll have it later.
thank you very much. So that was Bilkes Perveen for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in another episode at RedoQ as well.